Just seen the trailer for Need for Speed. I'm pretty sure you guys have as well, but welcome to a breakdown of the trailer. I thought I was going to do like a reaction video, but honestly it didn't go too well, so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to scrap it. And we're going to go straight into the breakdown, because I mean, you've probably already watched it like 6 times. So, starting off, we see this, obviously it's a big truck hitting a BMW. Not much else to say about that other than the fact that it looks like there's going to be like kind of signature mission style things almost, and actually rather than having just races all the time, maybe there's actually going to be some kind of missions and stuff. That's the first thing you get from this game play. Obviously there's going to be races because it's a racing game, but that's one thing I noticed. So I think that's going to be like much better than it was, rather than just doing race. Although it was like there were good races, having those defining kind of missions would probably be really good. I'm assuming the rest is like filled with races. And right at the beginning of the trailer, we get the name of it and the release date. So it's Need for Speed Payback, and you can tell from the actual trailer as they go through it that it's trying to be much more like dark, and it's trying to actually have someone that you need to go against. And Payback, the name just fits perfectly because of what they're trying to do. They're trying to apparently get someone, get them back, payback. But as I said here, you can see that there's just something that there's much more to it than just racing this time, which, although it's like, might not be a massive thing, because in the past there were kind of like special missions where it wasn't just races, there was a lot of cop chase kind of missions, but I think it's a good way to expand it, because let's face it, if they just went with racing again, it would be good, but it would just be the same game again, but with different cars, you know? So if they actually add in, I'm using a new microphone, do I look professional? I think it's a good step for them to take, and I'm fully for it, but I'm getting a lot of shots of this RTR Mustang. I'm assuming this Mustang belongs to like one of the characters or something, because it seems to be multiple characters. I mean, at least multiple characters that are related to the story, that kind of thing. So on this mission, it appears that they're trying to get that oh, what's it called? The Ruggiero, that's it. They're trying to get a Ruggiero out of trailer. And let me just go back to that for a second. You can see here there's a big, massive BMW SV. And on this part, they actually take down one of them. It's like blacked out cars. And blacked out cars are just coming in from all over, trying to absolutely destroy them. And that, I have to say, I think I would like to call them the Mandem. I mean, it's the perfect fit. Like, that's what I'm going to call them all game. It's literally the Mandem. You're trying to take down the Mandem. I don't care what they call it. They're calling it the Mandem. So we actually got our first glimpse of a little bit of off-roading there. I think it's the big BMW SUV doing some off-roading. It looks pretty standard thus far, but we have got a glimpse of off-roading. So my assumption is that maybe obviously the barriers have been removed. You can actually go around, free roam around, that kind of thing, which is good, actually. I like being able to be pushed off the road, and, you know, sometimes when I just want to go for a drive, sometimes I want to go off-roading, so I'm assuming there's going to be, like, off-road tires, that kind of thing. It'll be really cool. But we've got some more, like, shots of some cars, you know, the generic trailer stuff. Day and night time, you can see. I haven't mentioned day and night time. Most of the trailer's been day, and then it's showing you transitions, day and night time. It's got a cycle this time, and we have some broken car at the side of the road. Maybe it's some kind of, like, vehicle to find, something like that. I mean, it would make sense because Forza did something similar, and honestly, this to look at it, it's taking a lot of stuff of what other games has done and putting it into one. Because once we get to the next part, you can see we've got some drag vehicles. So that, to me, I mean, it's on the Vegas Strip. It would appear something near Vegas, which would again insinuate that it's similar to the Crew and similar to Forza in that it has the barn find style car. So what I think they're honestly doing is doing everything, so much stuff together that we've got some new like hyper supercars in here as well. They're trying to take everything that people want and put it into one game. And people, even if you didn't think you wanted it, like the story is like one huge thing. Adding in bits from the Crew, adding in bits from Forza, adding in bits from Fast and Furious, it would seem. They're doing a brilliant job at making this like crazy work. Look, off-road vehicle. Now this vehicle's obviously being tuned to work off-road, and we've got some actual street race action here. At least it looks like a race, and somebody just died. Of course, it's the Mustang. We do get our first glimpse at the police here, which do seem, as you can see there, they did get taken out. Now, I want to say that maybe the police can get taken out, but I don't want to jump to that conclusion just yet, just because that in previous trailers, and it's a trailer, you usually see cops get spun out or taken down and that kind of thing. We've got a car doing a wheelie. If that's not cool, I don't know what is. There's the little off-roady car again. Honestly, like, normally when you pause trailers, you can see that the car's, like, blurring a little bit. They've done a good job at having a decent resolution on this trailer. That's what I'm going to take away from this trailer, but... Hello. T7 Lee... Tyler? Tyler? But that skyline, I assume, was the one from the actual bit that you'll see in a second. That... I'm assuming that's kind of like the, you know, the image that they're going to be showing around the internet, the main image... And it makes sense. It makes sense because it's a skyline. You can't go wrong with a skyline. Anyway, that was pretty much the trailer. It told you so much more than the previous teaser. Like, if we went back to the other trailer, the first trailer for the last Need for Speed, it was very much like nothing. It was just, there was no story hints. There was nothing other than the fact that it was just like underground street racing. There was nothing else. This tells you so much more straight away, and I love it about this trailer. Like, there seems to be, like, there was a woman jumping from a vehicle onto a truck. Hello. Double man dem. Don't mind if I do. If we go back to here, you can see there's more of like a desert area. So this map seems to be a lot more varied. It almost reminds me of Rivals' out kind of mountainy road, like the sandy area in Rivals. But not in a bad way, because hopefully the driving isn't like that. But again, here, even further, more so like Rivals is like the red rocks kind of area. But... Again, straight into around the middle of the trailer, we start seeing more of Vegas, which is literally, we know it's Vegas now, come on. We knew it was going to be Vegas. It's just confirmed it's bloody Vegas. I'm really excited. We got obviously some shots of some new cars and stuff. Honestly, I don't really want to point out the new cars because you guys can see them. Like, there's nothing really that hidden in the trailer. Like, I can't see anything that I would have missed other than the fact that there's like, I don't know, so maybe there's some traffic cars you want me to point out or something. So Need for Speed Payback. Hopefully we can get that truck and drift it. Remember the challenge series that was stupid cars and most wanted? We should be able to do that. I wonder if we can do that. If we go over to the article, we have some more information on what the story is. So you can see Tyler Morgan, that guy's car we saw, Tyler with the 7 on the plate. It said Tyler. He's actually the main character, follows the exploits of former street racer. Former? Why former? Why aren't you still street racing? So he got double-crossed and forced into exile. It's time for payback. Capital P. That means it's like, hi. Reference to the title. So he's got to rebuild a crew and win an impossible race to bring down the house. I'm still sticking with the man down. I don't know about you. Now, there are mentions in this article of cities' casinos. They have a rule over the casino, so... Maybe we can get some casino gameplay that's something to do with casinos. I don't know. I said we might be able to because it's Vegas. It makes sense, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, here in the article, we get our first mention of our race, drift, off-road, drag, and runner car. So, similar to the crew, not completely. I don't think they're going to be adding monster trucks or anything, but... that's what I quite like. It's not going to be as extreme and like crazy as the crew. It's still going to have differences. So that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. Like, the crew is over the top crazy, whereas this is probably going to be more realistic. Something you can actually do. And I mean, not that you could do what you do on the crew, but you get what I'm talking about. And here we go. Abandoned project cars. This is another mention of that here, or at least you can actually see there's a proper mention of that here. There's going to be some project cars sitting around the map, so pretty much like barn finds. I'm hoping, one thing I didn't like about barn finds and Forza, you found them and that was it. And I'm hoping there's more to it than just finding one thing, because they just restored a car from absolute dead in like a matter of seconds. There needs to be something more to it. So hopefully they fix that, because I did feel the barn finds were a little bit loose and empty. So I never really found, I never bothered to find all of them except in a video. So Fortune Valley is your action-packed playground. So I'm pretty sure that's what the area is set. Fortune Valley. I mean, I guess it makes sense because Vegas. Again, when I say Vegas, it's not actually Vegas. It's supposed to be a recreation of like GTA's LA. You get the idea. And the city is called Silver Rock City. Okay. Liberty Desert. And drift up through Mount Providence. Okay. So there's mentions of canyons over Silver Canyon. As I said, there may be canyons. A lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be Vegas. Vegas is just flat. Well, yes, but to the left of it, there's many mountains and canyons, that kind of thing. I mean, it's very far to the left, but when it comes to games, it's going to be putting together some kind of made-up world, so they can do whatever the hell they want. The return of intense cops. Now that makes me excited, because maybe they're actually going to go proper with the cops, because as we know, and as they know, the cops in the last game weren't fantastic, so hopefully that's something they're working on. The stakes will be even higher. With helicopters and rhinos in the arsenal, you're going to have to push yourself and your car to the limit. Good, because I'm just hoping it's a lot more than what it was, and where you can lose them like as soon as you fly past them. I hope there's more intense races and where it's very difficult to lose them, especially, well, even when I don't want to sometimes. Just maybe not too often. Double down on risk to run up your rewards. Nail speed and style moments to bank extra rep, and string together heaters for massive multipliers. So there seems to be new kind of point systems. Push your limits to bank your winnings, or will you bust? Ante up for side bets, challenges that raise the stakes in races, win races, and side bets to multiply your bank. So there seems to be some form of like gambling mini game, like meta game in the background where you could double up like the money, that kind of thing for races, which it suits Vegas. It's the perfect time to do it. Mentions of autolog. We already know what autolog does. Need for Speed pre-order bonus. So there's going to be pre-order bonuses for the game, and it's called the Platinum Pack. Now, I'm usually skeptical about them because I don't like to have loads of stuff unlocked for me day one, which I find really annoying. So hopefully, if you get that, you can maybe discard them or just say, no, I don't want them. Maybe it's a code. But what you do get is the, where is it? The Platinum Blue Tire Smoke. So tire smoke, why not? Cars included the 350Z, the Camaro SS, Ford F-150 Raptor, and the Golf GTI Club Sport. So you get access to all those from the beginning, which, I mean, they're customized and tuned. I mean, for those that like want to jump into the game straight away, whatever. But I don't want them. I don't want to take them back. Pre-order the deluxe edition to get NEED for Speed Payback on November 7th. 3-day head start. You'll also receive an exclusive NOS color, license plate, leaderboard icon, and mission pack, and more. Launching on PS4, Xbox One, PC via Origin, and the full release is November 2nd, EA Access early. November 7th is when you get the pre-order for the deluxe edition, and November 10th is the worldwide release. In the article, we also got some screenshots, and from what I can see, I don't know if this is just me, but because in the back, you can see the car right there, the Camaro. I mean, it looks like a 1969 Camaro. If so, I'm excited. Favorite muscle car. You can see all around, they have kind of blue headlights. That almost makes me think maybe we can change the color of the headlights. We used to be able to do that in previous Underground games, but well, we haven't been able to do it for a long while. But blue lights, yes, but it might just be a light upgrade, because as you know, there's like xenon lights and like blue, kind of yellow maybe, that kind of thing. But hopefully we can change it to whatever color we want. I want pink headlights. I don't know about you. I'm assuming that's a drift spec version of the car. I'm wondering how these specs are properly going to work. Like, are they going to also select it for a mission? Are you going to have to use a specific one for a specific mission? Obviously, that kind of question is like, I don't know. Even though I have played it before. Yeah, so I'm gonna announce that I have actually played it before. I played a very early version of it, so I don't really have much of the detail of what's actually in the game, other than the fact that, like, this was the first time I've seen this trailer. This is the first time I've seen, like, the actual the story proper structure, that kind of thing. So from overall experiences, this is literally like what I'm talking about. Some of the things I have spoken about in the speculation in the past are still speculation, because I literally don't know everything. We played a very early version of the game, so we don't know too much. But as we learn more at E3, EA Play, and so on, which I'm going to, if you want to know, I'm going to tell you more, obviously. We got a pregnant Porsche with police near it. Not much else to say there. Just move on to the next one. This is one of the more interesting screenshots in where we have an off-roading vehicle. Not exactly sure what it is. Some kind of granddad car, but it looks very off-roady. It's some kind of Chevy, I'm assuming. I think I'd probably say Chevy. Now, I'm probably wrong and get shouted at by every American that knows exactly what this is, when it was made, and who made, and all this kind of cool stuff. Now, this is the garage. You would assume it looks like a kind of garage, and there's like is that a Vossen logo in the distance? I think that might be a Vossen logo. Anyway, this is the garage, I think, and you can kind of tell that everything, like, it just looks all much cleaner, and there's less darkness. There's much less darkness all around the game, and they've kind of neutralized the lighting a little bit. That's one thing I quite like. And oh, is that a Speed Hunters logo on the side? Everyone's like looking out. It's a Black Panthaa logo. Can you see one? Is anyone? No, not seeing it yet. I'm gonna be building a lot of cars. I mean, there's Raptors, and the Raptor, as you can see, has some body modifications there. And the 1969 Camaro, which is definitely a 1969 Camaro, has like a hood scoop. So I'm liking that, and obviously the 350Z. How could I just completely forget the 350Z's there? It's one of the most requested cars in the previous game. And the final image is pretty much just as we saw before from the trailer, which is the Stang running away from some kind of explosion of some kind. Looks like a thumbnail that I would make. But there you go, Need for Speed Payback is a thing. It's coming out this year. It looks like one of the most intense Need for Speeds in a while. I almost get the run vibes from it, like the good bits of the run, but extended. Hopefully it's not like a 1 hour storyline like the run was. It won't be. That was just like a run across the country. Although, honestly, I'm going to stand by saying that was a brilliant game. Just they didn't have much time to make it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Need for Speed Payback down below. I'm going to be at EA Play next week. Meadow's going to be joining me, coughing in the corner. She's not very well. She's going to be joining me. We're going to be recording, obviously, some Need for Speed at EA Play and some other games as well. But let me know what you think down below. Are you excited? I'm excited. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.